Vyrah, reporting for duty. I'm actually fucking extra tired, extra not able to fucking sleep at the same time. So another day, not too far away from the day that I was like actually fucking there. Let me just check this out. All right, let me just fucking change a couple things. We'll do some reacts. We'll do some reacts. Uh, chatting, just chatting. Yes. Yeah. So this is the React duty day. So I was like, I am at this point. Like, I actually tried to fucking like even get drunk to fucking like get. I took my fucking sleeping pills. Didn't work. I took my sleeping pills again. It didn't work. I was like, let's get fucked up. It didn't work. Fuck. Then I don't fucking know. So let's get into the fucking nitty gritty of whatever the fuck. Right. I wanted to check out some trailers. So let's get into like check some trailers. I want to check a lot of things. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fucking watch everything. I kind of don't care. Like at this point, like I'm just wasting time. Like I'm just saving time from like when I wake up. Okay, so this is like Star Wars Zero Company. How many Star Wars games there is? More than 13. How many Star Wars games did I play? Not a lot, but like maybe this one will be just another one that I won't play. But I want to check it out just out of curiosity.
When people talk about the Clone Wars, they talk about the big moments, the crisis points, planetary invasions, all-out assaults, cities bombed to rubble. Truth is, there's a war you don't see. The one fought in the shadows. The war beneath the war. A war that's won with the right strategy. Surveillance, ciphers, good old-fashioned sabotage. These aren't the heroes they tell stories about. They're professionals. Setting aside their differences to take on the impossible.
Finding a girlfriend?
But that's the job, and they get it done.
Suicide Squad vibe. No. Okay, so what's the name of the game? So this is basically where is it? Where is it? XCOM, but Star Wars? XCOM, but Star Wars. You know what? You know what? Some people will like it. I'm actually happy for like the people who never got to discover XCOM and who like XCOM. and people who love like Star Wars to fucking get that. Not my jam, not my jam at all though. Like this is not something that I'll fucking ever play. But this is interesting. XCOM Star Wars. This is it's almost like how didn't this happen earlier, right? Anyway, all right. Let's keep going. Uh, so I've seen a random like a random game like indie game trailer on my feed, and my feed is superior to yours. Do you know why? Uh, because I just watch YouTube quite a lot. Um Anyway, let's check this out. It's called Hell Maiden. Hell Maiden. I don't know what the fuck it is about. I don't know. I just let's check it out. I love anime. Okay, I see what they're doing. Okay, this is actually really cool. This is actually really cool. And waifus, bro, waifus, and interesting like gameplay. Looks good on top of that. So Hell Maiden is actually, what is it called? Where is it? Vampire Survivors? Is this like, so this is like, yes, this is basically like Vampire Survivors, but it's waifu. So you gotta give them the money. You gotta give them the money. You know the rules. You know the rules. It's if it's like something good and they add the word waifu to it, you give them the money and you don't ask any questions, or else something bad will happen, like 7 years of fucking bad luck or something. All right. So yeah, that actually could be interesting. Like Vampire Survivors was quite the fucking vibe, right? And it looked like, but it really looked like dated, right? So with waifu, you cannot lose with waifus. That's the magic of it. All right. Let me just take like a fucking like second to fucking like where is it? Oh, okay. No. Okay. Okay, I forgot. I forgot something. Wait. Right. Okay. And right. Fuck. I just need to fucking finish some stuff. It's my little homework called if I'm able to fucking do this like while on my last breath while I'm dying and I lost a limb, it means that I organized my streaming file well. Okay, so like this. The fuck is this? Alright. So like this, right? Shit. Yeah. Okay. Oh my fuck. And this is opening via. Oh my king foot. Oh my fucking runtime broker. What the fuck is runtime broker? Uh, right. So let me just check. Okay, we're good. Now my life is actually really fucking easy when it comes to my homework after the stream. My homework, my actual yeah, my actual my duty, content creation duty. All right. Something more interesting. So we watched the trailer for Elden Ring. The Elden Ring Night Rain, yeah. Let's check out some gameplay, some actual gameplay. I am astonished by the game. I didn't play the game, like I didn't went through the struggle of like going through the game without like a little bit of cheating and a little bit of helping, and I really regretted it. So let's check it out. This is the miracle that I was waiting for when it comes to like Elden Ring, because I didn't thought that I will fall in love with the game so much. This is like gameplay.
Elden Ring Night Rain is a co-op survival action game where you navigate a vast and dangerous field with other players.
So this in mind, Elden Ring was not designed to actually like take into account like cooperation. And you can notice that like a lot of bosses fall off really fast when they fucking like when you actually bring another player. What they just said is basically I translated to you because I'm a pro gamer. I'm not even a programmer, but like I'm in this industry for so long, like I'm just fascinated by this industry for so long. Is that they take into account the boss encounters to be multiplayer, and this is really good. If you play Elden Ring, you notice that like the boss, if you play it alone, it is balanced and it is interesting and it is really like challenging. You bring one person, it is easy. It becomes like a cakewalk, and it really becomes like kind of like kills the vibe of the game. So this is really important, and this is really a good news.
You must become one of the Night Farers, fighting through the endless night and taking on scores of vicious foes over the span of 3 days. Once a country that thrived thanks to the power of gods, Limveld is now nearing its end, gradually being eroded by the night that has saturated the land. You will be deployed to Limveld to hunt the Night Lords as a level 1 character. In your current state, you won't stand a chance against that type of overwhelming power. You must gain the strength to survive by moving swiftly and skillfully. It's up to you to choose your route within the limited time you have before night falls.
I wonder if the game will be kind of like hack and slash, like I don't remember, hack and slash or arena like, where like you build your character and you just get one run, right? Or if your character, you build it and you keep like whatever do you keep. So we'll see that, but like I'm curious. Both is like, for me, from software is there are such prodigies that, like, it doesn't fucking really matter to me. Like I'm astonished that like they released Night Rain, and that it gets released like this fucking month. So
You can choose to hunt enemies and level up. Search for treasures, weapons, and items. Infiltrate bases guarded by soldiers to gather information from hidden operational maps. Or challenge powerful enemies, wandering the land and lurking in heavily infested fortresses to obtain equally powerful rewards. Whether you choose to move together or divide and conquer, your character's skills, playstyle, and traits should guide your priorities. The layout of Limveld will change each time you visit. With every expedition, bases, types of enemies, chest rewards, and other features of the field will fluctuate. Sometimes your exploration may be interrupted by enemy ambushes.
this is really good news that like they make the environment like self fluctuating, like meaning that like basically like it's kind of like in Path of Exile, where like the maps are self-generated, right? But we'll see, because like this is something that From Software actually didn't do before, but I'm excited to see that.
So you may encounter unpredictable events, like sudden meteor strikes. Even more dramatic changes can also appear, like erupting volcanic craters bubbling with lava, or dark forests shrouded with corruption that rots anyone who dares explore it. In this constantly shifting world, you will face new choices as the battlefield evolves with each expedition. Evaluate every situation, use your skills to fight back and survive through the night. As darkness blankets Limveld, the night's tide will begin to cover the field, narrowing your range of traversal. And as night falls, you will be driven towards an unavoidable confrontation. A harsh battle ensues as various powerful
As long as this unavoidable confrontation is not with my ex, it's fine.
enemies arrive. Some of your allies may fall before their mighty attacks, but this isn't the end. Critically injured allies can rejoin the fight if you attack them using your skills and weapons. You can also rescue them from afar, using tools like bows or magic. These battles are tough, but don't give up. Use all the powers you have gathered in Limveld to survive and overcome. Eight Nightfarers assembled to defeat the Night Lord. Each Nightfarer possesses different weapons and unique passive abilities, skills, and ultimate arts. Wilder, a knight proficient in a wide range of melee weapons, can throw grappling hooks to pull enemies, or swiftly close distances. You can also launch explosive iron spikes that deal a powerful blow to any enemy.
Wow.
A warrior equipped with a massive shield excels in defense. Their skill, Whirlwind, can lift enemies off their feet and deflect arrows. Their art, Wings of Salvation, repels approaching enemies and deploys a magic circle to save allies from dire situations.
Wow.
Ionine, an archer who never misses a foe's weakness, controls enemies from a distance. His marking skill injures and pressures the enemy, greatly disrupting their poise and creating openings to exploit. His art single shot fires a supersonic arrow that pierces through every enemy and obstacle, ensuring no escape.
Okay, so this is interesting as well because like one of the problems in Elden Ring is that like the game was not balanced around like basically it was like any other Souls-like, so basic warrior, right? Basic warrior, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's not that they didn't took in account, it's just that like there was like so much to fucking do with just this type of gameplay that like some of the classes felt broken, like the mages and stuff, because they were not like basically countered by the environment. And so this is actually great because like I think that like they really thought out on how to make it difficult for classes that in Elden Ring had like this really easy walkthrough when it comes to like gameplay and challenges, because they really like emphasize on multiple classes that are challenged and that fight together just in a similar way, that like the game, like how can I say it, the game direction is completely different when it comes to Night Rain compared to Elden Ring. And this is really exciting because like I really want to see and play to see if they actually took the time, had the time, and managed to master what they are attempting to do. Like the only other question is this a service game? Like, is this like a ever expanding type of game where like we'll get like patches after patches? Because as a service, like I don't remember the name of the game. If it's a service game, right? Like a gacha, like a MMO, this will be actually fucking insane, because like From Software is not your fucking basic PlayStation 2, like PlayStation 4 fucking like editor. It's far From Software. If they run a game service, this will be fucking well handled. And I'm really like so many questions that I'm excited about, so many like direction that they can take. But what I know is that like the product is already good, because first off, they don't do the fucking like do you know why Elden Ring Night Rain like get released so early? Because they actually fucking did such good assets for Elden Ring that they can fucking reuse it for the next game, and it doesn't cause a problem. It's not a problem to anyone, right? And this is like the From Software mentality that I really like. Is they are really ahead of their time, just because they take the fucking time to fucking love love their craft. You get me?
Duchess, a virtuous thief with quick reflexes, uses her cunning to confuse enemies. After attacking, she can use the skill Restage to reenact what just happened and deal damage again. Her art finale hides her and nearby allies from the enemy's view, giving
Really
them a chance to
fascinating.
adjust their positions or create an ambush. Raider, a seafarer.
Duchess makes me think about like a little bit of Bloodborne type of like character, a Bloodborne character.
Who is resilient and unyielding in battle, doesn't flinch at minor attacks, and rampages through enemies. His skill Retaliate strikes back with a powerful blow that cannot be interrupted by enemy attacks. His art Totem Stellar summons a colossal gravestone. With
Wow.
an attack to dispel enemies, acts as a wall to block projectiles, and amplifies the strength of allies through its protective aura.
Wow.
Reckless, a wielder of ancient magic, collects the elemental attributes attached to enemies and allies to produce different types of powerful magic, such as lightning-based or fire-based spells. Her art, Soul Blood Song, can also grant
Wow.
an archaic glyph of blood that allows allies to recover health and magic by attacking them. By mastering this,
Okay, like, can you like just what? Just take the time to think about it for like a couple moments, right? Just a moment. Just take a moment to just see how well they took how much they took the time to make each class in a way cinematic, like artistic. Like, this is something really unbelievable. Like, this is something that I really fucking enjoy. That really really fucking like makes me appreciate and makes me remember why I love video games, why I love this type of fantasy, and why I love these type of like well, this type of imaginary worlds.
the style, skill, and ultimate arts of these Night Farers, you may be able to survive and defeat the night. The Hidden Round Table Hold serves as a base for Nightfarers preparing for battle in Limveld. Relics recovered from expeditions can enhance your abilities when equipped before deployment. Relics have a diverse assortment of effects, ranging from increasing stats to altering the performance of skills. Different relic combinations can alter your gameplay experience, so try out different approaches and see what suits you best for the journey ahead. In a corner of the back room, a small jar merchant operates a bazaar selling various goods. Once you accumulate the currency Merc, earned as battle rewards, it might be worth checking what's on sale. Using the fitting mirror, you can unlock new costumes with Merc and change your appearance.
Wow, this
These
is
outfits
cool.
allow you to change your Nightfarer's style to suit your tastes. Some costumes might even look familiar.
Oh.
As you battle against the night, fragments of your lost memories may return, giving you glimpses of who you once were. By recovering these fragments of lost memory, you can fill in the blanks of your Nightfarer's blurred recollections.
Okay, so this is great because like not only it is like this high octane, this really like high energy type of like go in, go out, and just like go fight, but there's a story to it, and it's from software. Like Elden Ring was the proof of the you do not have to say a lot to you do not have to express yourself a lot to say a long and great story and a complicated story. And this is like, I just don't know how to react. Like Night Ring seems so nice.
In these memories, conversations with other Nightfarers or residents of the Round Table Hold might reveal new objectives. Achieving these goals during adventures in Limveld will help unravel the past, revealing each Nightfarer's origins and purposes. See why they have come together at this Round Table Hold, and why they fight. The Night Lords are the ultimate threat, waiting for players on the third day in Limveld. The Nightfarers are the only warriors remaining who can stop them and save this land from total obliteration. Battling a
Wow.
Night Lord, a being that boasts overwhelming attack power and toughness, will be more challenging than anything faced in Limveld. However, there are ways to resist this threat. By carefully navigating Limveld, acquiring more powerful tools and weapons with attributes effective against each Night Lord, discovering relics, and growing as a fighter through experience and observation, victory against the Night Lord is within reach. Set forth
Astel.
in this thrilling and fast-paced adventure, filled with danger and achievement. Dare to stand together against the fool, of night.
Wow, May 30, 2025. Do you understand like how what the fuck they do? They did. They fucking like they fucking like launched. Never heard about the game before, and then they fucking launched it in the month. This is what I call fucking like, just divine. Like the game will be good. The game will be at least the game will be like the game will be great. This is the minimum. Now it will sound strange, but I really hope that they create a serviceable game. I don't know. I don't remember the term. Um, uh, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, live service. Okay, so I really it maybe sound because people fucking despise live service, but on this one I really hope that From Software goes for a live service type of game, because this sounds interesting. It's so like the base of the game is so great. You can create so much out of it. You can add new classes, you can add new stories, you can add new days, you can add like the roots, the core of the game is so fucking great for like a live service. And like there is like your live service and there is From Software. If From Software does something, it doesn't fucking does it like halfway through. So yeah, uh love it. Will play it. I hope that like my fucking computer will be able to fucking handle it. If not, I'll fucking buy a fucking I'll buy a console just for this. So yeah, Elden Ring, Night Rain, don't pass out on this game. Don't pass out on this game. Okay. Next on we have one, two, three. So I wanted to react to like this is like a chill video. So I watched like a couple Warhammer video trailers. And to be fair, like I really want to get into the fucking like I really want to like to rewatch Astartes. Basically, this is the movie, you call it, that like Warhammer was never fucking able to fucking like launch for some reason. While a fucking random dude was like, "Fuck it, I love it, I love Warhammer. Let me just try to make some videos out of it." And this is what Warhammer should look like, feel like, be like. So check this out. I'll really enjoy it. Like, don't expect much comments on this one. It's all about just like sharing the love. I'll just say this. This was Astartes is a couple years old. Okay, it's not like it is a couple years old. Just so you know. Just to fuck with your fucking like just to fuck with your feelings even more. So this is actually what like this is what the fuck people who are into Warhammer or even curious about Warhammer, I've been like begging for like fucking years to fucking get. Do you feel the ambience? If you actually read the books, if you actually like get into the story, like this is not your conventional FPS. This is not your conventional story, and this is actually a story of like a lot of sorrow and a lot of like and a different type of war, different type of warfare. And this is the thing that Astartes really managed to capture, and where Warhammer games do not, where it's like a slug shooter and just like this chaotic stuff, where it's like no, within like the lore of Warhammer, any unit that you play like is something beyond divine compared to like the norm of your superhero or hero type of like a shooter, or like the base unit is the base is basically a divinity next to everything else, right? And then there are like in this, like when you replace kind of like the how it's called, when you replace kind of like the power level of these of the Warhammer story, then well, your basic unit being beyond divine, right? There are divinities, there are like many things above it, like and this is something that like Astartes really managed to capture, this fucking emptiness, this fucking like just like hopelessness that just like thrives, while at the same time no game were able to. It was always too flashy, too violent, too in your face, too and it doesn't work like that because Astartes shows and is able to portray something that the books, Warhammer books and stories are able to portray as well, but nothing else is able to portray the darkness of these stories. So yeah, if you want to actually get like the good stuff, read the books. Like the games are kind of like in between. Like if you're really like into that, you will unsuffer it. But like after watching Astartes or reading the books, there is no turning back. You will wait until you will find your until they release something like this great. Anyway, I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, I am back. Let me just.
Picture that.
I think I'll just do one last one. Cause like I'm really fucking I'm in between tired and just like not just I'm just not able to fucking sleep, and might as well fucking like put some work on. Um let's check this one out. Like I talked about it, playing game efficiently these days, it's not a good thing to do. Like you should take your time and actually accept that like accept what the game developers actually like give you as hint to enjoy the game. So let's check this out. Maybe it will change your mind. It did change mine.
Picture this. You just got off your 9 to 5 shift at the poop fart factory. You get home, you shower, you cook up some food or maybe get fast food on the way home. You clean up a little bit, feed or walk your pet, and suddenly 2 out of your 5 hours of free time are gone. If you're content with your 9 to 5, which is totally fine, then you have 3 hours of free time to enjoy the rest of your night. If you have side projects, then you work on that for a bit, and now you just have 1 to 2 hours of free time. And then finally, you boot up your PC or console to play some games.
Time to play the game!
Many people will have a goal in mind. People will boot up COD, drool at the mouth, and work towards that mastery camo for a few hours. Then you go lay in bed, scroll on your phone for longer than you should, and fall asleep. Rinse and repeat. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this lifestyle or choice in games. It's honestly really nice to work towards those kind of long-term goals, and I could apply that same mouth-foaming, brain-dead moment to any game that has a long-term grind. But what if you just play games to have fun? how do you obtain the goal of having fun, especially when the thought
by actually by actually making them boring, like by actually playing like you were like I'll give you the simpler exercise. Try to play your favorite video games just like you were playing your favorite video games back in the day when you were a child. Try to play like a children. Like that's the advice. That if you play like a children, you'll find the love. You will find the love of the video games that you lost quite fast. Try to play the games that you love like a child, like the child you were, because if you still play, you remain this child that is fan of video games. Stop listening to others and fucking stop taking yourself so seriously and stop taking life so seriously. Just like enjoy it like a child, just like you enjoyed it when you were a child.
of work the next day looms over you like an anvil on a rope. For years, sadly, I've had so many days where I try to force myself to enjoy something, and most of the time it's fruitless. I just can't stop thinking about work, even though there's nothing I can control. A very modern question that I even find myself looking up is, how do I enjoy video games again? I mean, hell, this channel is the spawn of insecurity that I had playing video games while unemployed. This channel became a way for video games to be productive, but they don't need to be productive. It's literally just an entertainment medium. Granted, the greatest entertainment medium of all time, but I digress. Think of playing video games like your parents and Facebook. It's supposed to just be a way to relax and unwind, but when we have such tight schedules, we find ourselves trying to get the absolute most out of our time gaming.
And another advice is stop fucking min-maxing, you fucking degenerate. It will never bring you happiness to be the best in the world, and you'll never be the best in the world. No one will, except Faker from League of Legends. So give up.
And this is where our biggest problem lies: playing games efficiently. What I mean by playing games quote unquote efficiently is that whenever you boot up your current game, you tend to look up your builds, the best dialogue choices, how to finish puzzles, how to beat bosses, or do an exploit for more money, all in the name of wanting to maximize your free time. You also start to skip dialogue, you don't read the notes or journals, even though they add a lot to the atmosphere, and sometimes you just install a bunch of mods that alter the game completely. The gaming field has changed a lot with easily accessible internet. And honestly, I think that can ruin your experience in a game. Now, these solutions I'm going to provide aren't the solutions to all your problems, but think of it as
It happened to me once. I was playing Borderlands 2 with a friend, and basically we did the money hack, and then the game didn't felt the same, and we didn't have fun anymore. I'll give you this. I'll give you this example just so you know I've been there. Do not play like a children. Play like the children you were. You'll find something that you thought you will never recover.
advice from another pair of eyes. And don't be afraid to say to yourself, well, this advice really isn't for me. Not all advice is for everyone. But hear me out. I think the true way to play a game is to treat it like you're playing it 15 years ago. Let's dig up an old memory of yours, or not if you didn't experience this, but bear with us, rememberers. 10 to 15 years ago, you walk into a GameStop and you bolt it right towards your console section. You start perusing games with the intent to purchase one, and you stumble across a game with some really cool box art and a sick name. For me, when I was a kid, that was like Killzone and Resistance. I had no idea what these games were about, but damn, did that box art look sick. You start looking at the back of the box to get any tiny semblance of what the gameplay might actually look like, but you're not really worried about mechanics, genre, characters, or hell, even politics. But it's the graphics that sell you on that game. You make the purchase, and on the car ride home, you rip up that plastic wrap, get that new game smell, and open up that bad boy. Oh my god. The car ride home on those days could not be any longer, I swear. The whole way you're just reading the manual and looking at all the pictures in it, and then you finally get home and you start playing. A few hours, or maybe even a couple days into playing the game, you come across a puzzle. A puzzle so hard for your little tiny brain that you get stuck on it for like over an hour. Now, today, people get stuck on a puzzle for 5 minutes and then they just look up the answer. I was guilty of this like 3 days ago playing The Witcher 3. I just didn't feel like doing a puzzle. But back then, you just had to figure it out yourself. You had to do everything in the game yourself. You had to gear up yourself.
And it felt so good.
Dialogue options were
Look, check this out. Play like you were playing like when you were play like you were playing like a child. Bro, he wrote it. This is the name of the chapter. Be a kid again. Bro, we are synced with this guy. Yes, he tells the truth.
completely your choice, and negative outcomes you just had to deal with. Bosses that you were stuck on, you just had to learn and get better. There was no worry of the optimal build, reading online guides, watching walkthroughs, etc. I think, honestly, this is the true way to play video games. Sure, you might feel big and strong playing a meta build you looked up for your single player RPG, but it just trivializes a lot of the game. Now, I know that might seem obvious to some people, but when you value your free time as much as I do, you can naturally fall into the habit of looking up your problems. Here's what you gotta start doing. The next time you start up a new game, just start it with the goal of not looking up a single thing.
And never fast travel. Avoid fast travel at all costs. That's just another advice. He probably will not give this one. Do not fast travel in video games. This takes away so much from the video game. Do not fast travel.
Play through the whole game if you enjoy it, and I promise you, every victory, puzzle solve, build that you come up with yourself, and dialogue choice that ends well will all feel so much more rewarding. This is the way developers want you to play the game. I recently played Timberborn for the first time. I am absolute dog water at city builders and strategy games for some reason, so in order to enjoy this one, I set the difficulty to the easiest and I worked on small little goals. Slowly, through trial and error, I learned how to actually play the game, but more importantly, I enjoyed my entire journey because I just took my time with it. I didn't look anything up, and I'm prouder than ever that my virtual beavers get to have a nice life. If I were to watch a 1 hour long video on Timberborn, things I wish I knew before playing the game, I think my experience would just be dampened. Although I will say the worst part is when the game isn't clear enough on what to do next, so you just end up like backtracking for hours. I think nobody should have to go through that, and you probably should just look it up by then, but you never know when it's just like a weird glitch preventing you from progressing. But try your best to move on without looking it up first.
And I'll say one last thing. If you know, like the meme about it really makes you feel like you're playing this quote unquote this specific character, right? When you do this exercise, it makes you feel like you are the player, like you stumble upon the story, and the character that you're playing is you, no matter what the story is. I don't know if it makes sense, but like to me, in a different way, but it's like you in this story, and not like you like kind of like experiencing what this character has to share with you. No, you're the character. when you allow yourself. But it is an exercise. But once you get used to it, you just play like a fucking 12-year-old, like a fucking teenager again, and there is no turning back, bro. Do the exercise; it's worth it.
Like I said, just play games the way the developers want you to. Now, I will say that doesn't make the thought of work the next day go away magically. There's no solution to that. But there is a small remedy that I frequently use. If you feel guilty for playing video games during your free time, then you should do something productive. Do something productive. Go to the gym, clean something in the house, work on a project, apply for a better job, make a better resume. Just do something productive. And after that, reward yourself by playing a video game. An amazing quote I read once goes something kind of like this: one of the few ways to relieve anxiety is with action. In this case, being unproductive might be why
For me, it's being far away as far as I can from my ex. But to each their own.
you feel anxious playing video games. So go be productive, even for just a little bit, and reward yourself with video games. You will have a much healthier relationship with your games if you do both of these, in my opinion. So that's it. That's my tip for all of you in the same boat as me or anyone. Play a game like you're a kid again, and if you have to, just make video games a reward for a hard day's work. That's really all I got. This was just a thought that I've been having for a while, and after testing it myself, I just felt that I should share my experience with you guys. So
So, thank you, Shirt, for your video. This is actually quite. This is great. This is great. Thank you so much. Yeah, the advice: try to play just like you were playing when you were a child. It takes time. It is an exercise, but once you do it, you'll never go back, and you will truly enjoy video games. Anyway. All right, that's the end of the stream. I actually fucking gotta like do something. Like I try to sleep. Maybe I'll come back if I'm not able to. But like yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later. And as always, be toxic.